Hey guys, Billy Davison here, Davison Pressure Wash Painting, Hammond, Louisiana. Wanted to hop on here real quick with y'all, touch bases with y'all, check in with you, see what's been going on, see how y'all been busy. Hopefully y'all, your business is starting to boom now. Ours has really been doing really well for months. We really didn't have much of a slowdown. Right around the holidays, we had a few days off, pretty much for bad weather, but we was kind of wanting that anyway. A couple things I want to talk about. We just landed a roof for $1,000, and don't know how many square feet it is, but it's walkable, and it might take 45 minutes to spray it. That, and then we'll be out of it. It's a really easy deal. So want to talk about that, about some roof jobs, and another thing that's real important that I wanted to talk about is following up with people that you give a bid to, and how important it is. And I'm giving you an example here at the end. Just talk about those roof jobs. Like I said, we just landed one for $1,000. This is getting really, really common for us to have these roof jobs, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, and they literally taken, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes to an hour once you get up there. Of course, you gotta talk to the people and all that, so you might have 2 to 3 hours involved in a $1,000 roof job. Just get up there and spray it, and then if you can talk to them about a package deal, that works out really good. So especially if you got a helper with you, or one of you guys that's spotting you down below, providing some cover fire for you in case your SH comes overboard. That guy that's on the ground, if he's using one of your machines to keep things wet, dilution, as soon as you hop down off the roof, or as soon as you get things under control on the roof, or vice versa, if he's up there and you down low, y'all both can jump on the house. And a lot of times you can use the same mix, just dilute it down a little bit. If you got 10 gallons left over or whatever, if you're spraying a 4% on the roof, just cut that in half, give you about 20 gallons, maybe 25 gallons to run around the house, spray it, and then take your pressure wash machine and rinse it off. Whether you got an 8-gallon minute, 4-gallon minute, or 5.5, just so you can hook those package deals up. People like that. And like one job we landed, I told the gentleman, I said, we do the roof for this amount of money, one trip. We can do the house if you don't want to do it at the same time. The house is another $600. If we got to come back out here with the crew, set up, unravel everything, how all it goes, catch every red light in freaking town getting out there. You got to charge to get out there. So if we there already, I told the guy, we're doing like for $250. Standing here. We're going to be standing here with all our equipment, all our hoses already out, running, bleach, being sprayed. And we do the house for $250. Like, take an hour to do the house, another couple, $250. And the way I was looking at it, if I'm going to be out there doing a roof, if I can go ahead and do the house for another couple $100, $200 or $300, that kind of pays for everything. That's like free money at that point, if you know what I'm saying. It pays for your bleach. That pays probably your helper. It pays for a little gas, a little lunch, whatever, if you stop and get some chicken tenders on the way or whatever. So don't be afraid to hit those package deals, and those customers like it. But take the time with them. Say, look, let's say your roof's $800. Your house would be $500 or $600. But if we do everything here, we do everything like for $1,000. Or people, I feel like most homeowners, they usually got about $1,000 of wiggle room, whether it's in a little rainy day fund or a little little fund or something that they could go through. Sometimes when you start getting above that $1,000 mark, you start getting a bunch of no's at that point. But if you keep it to $1,000 and under, and give them a bargain for that $1,000, of course you're gonna do the roof, do the house. If you look around, you see a little driveway or something ain't gonna take you 10 minutes to do it, go ahead and pitch that in there for free. Go ahead and get that $1,000. You know what I'm saying? If not, that's a lot better than zero. Now, I'm not the type of guy that likes to get beat up on my prices, but I ain't an idiot either. If I can walk up on somebody's front doorstep and grab $1,000 check for less than 3 hours of work, I'm good. We can go do that 3 times a day. That's all we need. So think about that. Don't be such a hard nose about your prices. giving somebody a deal, because $1,000, I mean, what can you do with it? You can upgrade a nice piece of equipment with it. I mean, you do that several times a week, actually. So another thing I want to talk about is following up with your customers. I know a lot of y'all run these customer relation management programs. I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I am more of a fan of picking up the call and speaking to someone and hearing their voice. And if you do this for long enough, you can kind of hear in their voice if they just putting you off or if they're really interested, that sort of thing. So I'm a more hands-on picking up the phone. I will do some text, I will do some email, but when things are really important and I really want a job, I'm on the phone with them. And give you a case in point here. We bidded a job. It's not a big job, but it's a job I really would like to add to our route. It pays $1,000 a month. I'm not going to say where because of obvious reasons, but it pays $1,000 a month. It's right on the way on our route to do other jobs. So it pays $1,000 a month. I think it would take us about 3 hours to do it. I've never done it, but it takes about 3 hours, worst case scenario. And it's going to be monthly, like clockwork, once a month. They're going to mail out a check. I do it every 31 days, and I'm done with it. Now, I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere with the lady. They really needed it done. They didn't want to pull the trigger on it. They was looking for some other bids. They was having problems getting other quotes in. So there again, I kept thinking to myself, hey, this $1,000 a month, I can pay. I'm trying to build my route at this point. I'm like, take this job and maybe take a couple of my other jobs that pay, $700 or $800 a month, pair all those three together. Now all of a sudden I'm looking at, a $2,600 to $2,900 route for that night. And obviously that's not all profit. You got to pay the guys, gas, lunch, bleach, what have you, a little bit degreaser, because we're doing these commercial accounts. So we could string all those together on one night and do that once a month. Now, that's real important money for us. You're looking, let's say, $2,600, $2,700, $2,800, whatever it ends up being, once a month, and you're doing a bunch of those each month. Maybe you got that, a route like that you're running once a month at nighttime, but then you can add another one to it and another one to it. So like the first of the month, your first 4 nights of the first of the month might be nothing but route running. So you might run out there on your monthly route and make it $10,000 or $12,000, or not actual profit, but actually bring that $10,000 or $12,000 into the coffers. And then of course you pay everything out of it and take your profit out of it. But then what that does, that sets you up for the rest of the month and not being so damn desperate. I've seen these guys do this where they don't have any foundation built, and every job that they walk on, it's do or die at that point. They got to get the job. And trust me, people can smell desperation. And it's not good to be in that position. So getting back to my point, when you go bid a commercial job, if you really want it, and like this job, I really, really, really wanted it, and just to build that monthly route to add to our bottom line, because we don't know what the economy's going to be like 2 months from now, let alone 8 months from now, 10 months from now, 12 months from now. We just don't know. So if you can get this commercial routes built now, it'll pull you through the rough times. If residential falls off because of some political environment or bad weather, or God forbid anything else that goes on, usually those monthly routes will hold strong for you. That check comes in like clockwork. It's annoying sometimes to go out there. Sometimes they don't pay as much as hopping on a roof and making $1,000 on a roof in 45 minutes, So, but it's still important. So, case in point, this situation, I didn't think I was gonna make the cut on this lady. I stayed on her though. She kept giving me her voicemail. I got her voicemail about 4 times. About 4 times, I left 4 very enthusiastic voicemails. Told her who I was, reminded her where we bid at the job. I even put in there, hey, Mrs. Joan Smith, whatever you want to, some fake name, Jane Doe. You had us go out and quote this project on this certain date, and I submitted you the quote on such date, and I'm following back up with you. So I left 4 enthusiastic voicemails, basically ending the voicemail. It's Billy Davidson, Davidson Pressure Washer Painting. Hope to hear back from you soon. Have a great weekend, or have a great afternoon, or whatever it is. Kept following up with her. She's probably got a little aggravated with me. I don't know. Then I'd follow up with a text message. And then about a day later, I'd follow up with an email. Finally, she sends me an email this morning after all of that. And she said she's approved this to start. She does got to run it by her regional, but I think we're good to go. So this is, and it's actually a 24-month contract. So they're going to keep us for 2 years guaranteed. That's how their contract runs, because they managing the place that we bid it on. But I probably aggravated her a little bit, but it is what it is. I'm out here trying to make a living for my family and take care of my guys, keep my guys working, and keep us fed with good equipment. And I really wanted the route, and it paid off. And I think it's that perseverance that paid off. And don't be shy about being in her face. Now, I wouldn't have went to her office that many times and showed up at her door, but as far as calls, emails, and texts, heck yeah, I'll do that. And I have been known to show up at somebody's door. If I spent all day bidding a job, and some of these jobs we go bid takes all day to bid, and it costs a lot of money to run for 2 hours one direction, 2 hours back with traffic, then gas and lunch, and then the guy that's with you helping you measure everything, you got to pay him too. So sometimes I'll have a couple, $200 or $300 tied up in a large quote, and I won't let up until they have to flat out tell me no, leave them alone. And even when they tell me no, I don't let them up. I'll be like, hey, is there something that we can adjust to earn your business? Do we need to adjust something? Do we need to add something in, take away something, adjust some numbers to fit that budget? And just keep that in mind. Stay on them. Don't give up. And in the end, it will pay off. Take my word for it. You can come back 6 months from now and watch this video and leave a comment saying, hey, I did what you said, it paid off. This is my experience here in our area. So don't give up. Don't be shy. And, don't be rude about things, but just stay focused. And I think you're going to start landing a lot more of your commercial accounts. So anyway, if y'all need my help personally, and I talked to a bunch of y'all guys yesterday, and I think I missed one guy by accident. Man, if I didn't get back with you, re-hit me up, text message me. That's the best way to do it. I'll tell you what happened real quick. If you're watching this and I didn't get back with you yesterday, I was having to delete some guys off my phone because we were done texting. And this phone, man, the way this iPhone is, they've done got worse. The texts were all jumbled up and jumping around. So I had to delete some of the guys off of YouTube that I did talk to get to my customers that were texting me, And I think I swiped on one of the guys that was texting me. And I felt bad about it. I tried to look back on it. I thought maybe he had left a voicemail and text, but he was gone off my phone. So, brother, look, if I didn't get back with you, hit me up again. Tell me you was the guy from yesterday. So, but anyway, 345-0778. My name is Billy Davidson. I'm the owner of Davidson Pressure Washer Painting. And y'all take it easy. Have a great weekend.